Saturday tomorrow, so I will see you all in the morning. Hello, Johnny, and I know I need to answer all of your questions in today's vlog, and I will do so very soon. And to everyone else, welcome to Super Saturday Vlogs week 111. I mean, just one or two bottles are here. I mean, it's really not that many. So yeah, I don't think I'm doing much today. The past 3 vlogs have been quite action-packed. Last week went swimming in a lake and did tenting. The week before that I met up with James. And the week before that I think I met up with James. But I can't do that this week because James has gone for 3 weeks to America, Florida to be specific. And he went 3 days ago, which has been still about 2.5 weeks, with no Scotsman. Bad news as well. Losing weight was going okay until this week, where I put on ½ pound. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I did have McDonald's on Monday with when I went to town with a few mates, and yesterday I did have a cinnamon roll, which is actually quite nice, from Tesco's bakery. And also I just found out that 4 chocolate croissants have been bought today. Ah dear. ½ pound isn't that bad, but you know, I would have liked to at least have, you know, been the same weight or lost ½ pound, but some weeks what can you do, eh? So instead of sitting around doing pretty much nothing, I would like to wash my dad's car today, possibly earn a bit of pocket money, you know, instead of doing pretty much nothing at all, really. And lastly, before we move on to something completely different, really, one of my friends, Toby Locke, goes away in about 2 days to Australia, and I don't know when the next time I'm going to see him is, before or after he goes. I would like to see him before he goes, but if I can't, then I wish him all the best in Australia. I hope everything goes well. Hope he doesn't swim with too much of his own kind, you know, sharks and everything like that. But I do wish him all the best in Australia. So Toby, if you're watching, I hope you have a good time in Australia, mate. And hopefully gonna see you whenever. You know, maybe pop back and visit at some point. I don't know when that's gonna be. Don't know if he even is gonna come back and visit. Could be a couple of months. Could be a couple of weeks. Could be a year. Could be a couple of years. Answer one of your questions straight away, just in case that I leave it late to answer them and then end up forgetting. Okay, I'm going to answer them right now. My opinion, I don't really have an opinion on the new Robot Wars because I haven't actually watched any of it as of yet. But I looked on Wikipedia and I've definitely seen the old one, or some of the old one, because it was presented by Craig Charles, and I remember that. I remember him being on there. It was quite old as well, so I definitely haven't seen the new one yet. Presented by Dara O'Brien, who I quite enjoy watching Dara O'Brien as well. He's quite funny. Also presents Mock the Week, which I also enjoy. My opinion on that was it was very good, actually. I like Craig Charles. I like the commentators. Some of the things they built were quite good as well. I liked all the battles and everything. Probably the main part of the show. I liked, you know, if I was rooting for a particular machine to win, you know, I'd just be like, oh, come on, please win. And then hopefully, you know, you weren't sure sometimes who was going to win. But one of them would pull off a sneaky move, like a freaking massive chop, spikes, all these sort of things, and they would win. So yeah, I quite enjoyed the old Robot Wars, actually. And I'll probably see some of the new Robot Wars probably quite soon. Might catch it on TV or online somewhere. And another question you asked was what are my top 5 favourite comedies? Now I believe it could be TV shows or films or whatever it might be. In no particular order. Gavin and Stacey has to be in there. Mock the Week, presented by Dara O'Brien. The third one is Only Fools and Horses, because I think I was just brought up watching that. My parents like watching that. And also Open All Hours as well. So wait, Gavin and Stacey, Mock the Week, Only Fools and Horses, Open All Hours. I think the old one is better than the new one, which is called Still Open All Hours. I don't think that's as good though. You know, Ronnie Barker was in the old one, and I think it's not the same without him. I mean, in the new one, David Jason isn't bad, but, you know, people are just sensing that something's missing, and, you know, they know what that is. And the last one, which took me ages to remember what it was, but it's My Family. So yeah, and when you say Open All Hours is a tiny bit overrated, I would agree with you on that when it comes to the new one, which is called Still Open All Hours. But I think the old one, I think it was quite good. That stutter, I mean, bloody hell, Arkwright and his stutter, Jesus. Oh, God's sake. Still makes me laugh, you know, even today.
I enjoy life without a flaming washing machine. Look at the price. That's 222 per pound, 22p. I'm not paying that. I can't even say it.
The stutter was done very well. So that's 2 questions out of the way. I gather you were quite annoyed that I didn't answer the question about what movie should you review next. If it's any consolation, I'm going to give you a suggestion, maybe a few suggestions possibly, about what movie you could review next week. I don't think you have reviewed iRobot yet. The next time you run out of ideas as to what movie to review one week, iRobot I think would be quite a good one to review. And maybe a James Bond movie. I think you have reviewed Casino Royale. So maybe Die Another Day would be quite a good one, because as it turns out you haven't reviewed that one. Johnny English or Johnny English Reborn. And yeah, those are the 4 suggestions that I have. Actually, I have one more suggestion. Guess what movie comes out on the 5th of August? Suicide Squad, which I'm going to see with a bunch of mates, probably on around the 8th or 9th of August. Maybe you could do a full-on review sometime. So that's it for Super Saturday Vlogs week 111. See you next week.